It is good, yo. It's your boy Ty back here with another video, and in this video today, guys, we're gonna be ranking the top power forwards today in NBA 2K22 MyTEAM. Now we're gonna start off by these two guys, okay? I didn't even add Yao to this. I did, I guess. Both Taco and Yao, I'm not even gonna be covering them. Why? I think they are centers and primarily centers. There is no other two centers that should play for you than those two guys. And so I just do not recommend one at the power forward position. Now, if you want to play them together, that is a different kind of question. But still, you're going to need a backup power forward, and it's just tough. Now, in clutch time, obviously, both these cards would be S tier power forwards. But I don't want them to be 2 out of the top 5 at S tier. Before we dive any further, guys, if you are new to the channel, man, make sure to smash that subscribe button as we're on the road towards 110,000 subscribers. We're going to start it off with Invincible and Endgame AD, and there's a big difference in the cards. This Invincible AD has been out forever. The new Invincible Anthony Davis is a little bit better. We'll pull them up real quick. So, obviously, I'll cover all the ADs. Endgame AD is a little bit different, right? I hate this Dikembe Mutombo animation. It makes me so angry. But Anthony Davis is really good. Obviously, has set shot 25, D-Rose, size of escape, stuff like that. This Invincible Anthony Davis is a little bit better. He's got the Curry size of escape. This AD, Kobe size of escape. Here's the deal. This Anthony Davis is A tier. Invincible Anthony Davis is C tier. I don't think it can get any simpler than that. A tier for an Endgame AD. C tier for Invincible AD. I also did just notice I left off Bob Nedelecki. He'd probably be at B tier, but we'll get on into that later on. Arvydas Sabonis, look, guys, I know he's a cheese ball. I know he's really tall, but my thing is that's about all he gives you on the court is the fact that he's tall. At this stage of my team, Arvydas Sabonis is not great. You got guys like Ralph, you got guys like KP, you got guys like Kareem. Arvydas Sabonis is not what he once was. D tier. I know that's, gonna make a lot of people mad, but it's the way it is. Ben Simmons at the power forward position is A tier. My question is, if you like Anthony Davis at the power forward position, I'm not saying these cards are the same, but you guys be the judge. I mean, who is the better card? The only difference is there's no difference. That's really it. Rudy upper, Kobe upper. That's really the only difference in Ben Simmons AD. Basically the same card. If you do want to play them at the power forward position, I got them both at A tier. Ben Wallace, a card I honestly like more than Invincible Anthony Davis. I've got Ben Wallace at B tier. If you want to know why I like Ben Wallace so much, it's pretty self-explanatory, pretty simple. He's basically an invincible card with LaMelo's jump shot, which I love on Ben Wallace. I don't love LaMelo's jump shot on a point guard card. It's fine. It's just not great. But this release on Ben Wallace is incredible. His movement is solid. And this card overall is a B tier center. I know I might be higher on Ben Wallace than a lot of people, but that is okay with me. Invincible Bill Russell. Looking at this list, guys, he and one other card is the worst card on this list. And I don't want to spoil that for you guys quite yet. But let me tell you guys, Bill Russell is absolutely horrible. Bob McAdoo, I do think is a step lower than a guy like Ben Wallace, but I think at this stage I gotta go D tier. And you guys might be like, what? He's that much different from Ben Wallace? I mean, it's not that big of a difference, but I think it's enough, right? Stat-wise, only an 85 3-ball compared to Ben Wallace, who does have a 95. And it's just like, I feel like Ben Wallace's player model is a little bit better. He's just a better card in general. Now, with that being said, Bob McAdoo still is solid. I'd probably lean C tier with the card. It's just tough because AD and Bob McAdoo, I feel like AD definitely does have the edge. Boban, basically right with Sabonis. Look, if you want to run these giants at the power forward position, you can definitely do so. I'm just saying the advantage that was once there in the past is no longer there. I get it. They're really tall, but they've got to be able to do other stuff on the court for those cards to be higher. Bobo up next. I'm going B tier with Bobo. Yeah, and you guys might say this is high. You guys might say this is low. I think this is a perfect spot. We need a new Bobo in my team. It's that simple. The card still is really good. Defensively, absolutely stout. Brook Lopez base on very quick. It's just time for an endgame Bobo. It's that simple. If we got an endgame Bobo, he'd easily be at S tier. But right now, I don't think he's better than Endgame, AD, or Ben Simmons at this current moment. Next up, Chet Holmgren, right, with Bol. I mean, I think I prefer Bol right now when it comes down to it. But I got to respect the release of Chet Holmgren. I mean, jump shot 110 is really good. And the more you play against it, the more you guys will realize that that release is up there with being one of the best releases in the game. I just think his player model is a little bit too gassed. I mean, some people like Chet's player model. For me, I think his player model is absolutely horrible. I think the skinny player model is not good. His movement is okay, but it's not like he's cheesy. I think he's just a B tier player. That's all I can really give him. Daryl Dawkins is good in my team, but he is C tier good. And this is where I like having him right with Anthony Davis's. I mean, you can make the case AD is better. You can make the case Daryl Dawkins is better. In my opinion, it doesn't matter. I mean, both the cards are solid in my team. C tier is a solid level. And because of that, I got to move Bob McAdoo down. I don't want to move him down, but I simply put have to. Invincible David Robinson up next, and we're going B tier with him as well. I feel like David Robinson shoots more full bars than anybody ever, honestly, everybody else combined. I don't know what it is about the D-Rob base, but it's full bar after full bar after full bar. Now, with the David Robinson release on quick or on normal, I could maybe get by with it. The David Robinson release on very quick is something I can't get past. I mean, you shoot more fulls with this card than anybody else. And yes, outside of that, he is a good card in my team. I'm not going to sit here and argue that. But I got to still leave him at B tier. DeMarcus Boogie Cousins up next. And this is a really intriguing one, because I really have no idea where to put this card. I mean, if you look at his stats and his badges, you might think, dang, Ty, this card's a B tier player. But my question is he really better than Bob McAdoo when you compare the cards side by side? Now, Bob McAdoo is not going to be as tall, not going to be as wide, but he's going to probably move a little bit better. Stat-wise is a little bit better. Release-wise is better. And I don't think Boogie is any higher than D tier. You guys might disagree with that, but I got D tier for DeMarcus Cousins. Dirk Nowitzki, our first S tier player. You guys might be like, Ty, he's over AD. I think absolutely. The card is 7-1. Has a great set shot with the Rudy upper, which is absolutely fantastic. Quick dribble style. Scotty movement in the back. Quick drop dunks. Steph leaner. I'm absolutely in love with Dirk Nowitzki. If you grinded the card out, you've got a really good card. Now, I hope 2K does something like this for a collector level next year to make it worth it right away, because we really didn't know Dirk was going to get updated. And can you imagine if the invincible Dirk was the best Dirk we got all year long? It would have been a pretty tough or pretty rough, level, or pretty rough collector level reward in general. Evan Mobley up next. Low end of B tier. I mean, I used Evan Mobley for a while, and I honestly like his player model, player build. I just feel like his release is too easy to contest. Jump shot 84 on very quick. It is easy to time and it's easy to green. But the problem with it is, can you get that release up under pressure? And as times went on with Evan Mobley, I just think it gets tougher and tougher. I mean, harder and harder to get that release to where it needs to be. I still don't mind Evan Mobley at all. I think he is a really solid option at the power forward position. I just think there are better options. And side by side, who's better, Evan Mobley or Giannis? I'm taking Giannis. Am I taking Giannis over D-Rob? Yes. Am I taking him over Chet? Yes. Am I taking him over Bol? Probably. Giannis might be the low tier A tier or high tier B tier, and that's the tough part. I gotta move Ben Wallace down. I really don't want to, but I have to with the guys I got at B tier. The thing with Giannis is this: why would you ever play him at the power forward position? And honestly, guys, I don't have the answer to that question. I just simply don't. Now, with that being said, Giannis based on very quick is good. Normal leaner is good. Quick dribble style. All 99 everything. I mean, the card is literally perfect. And he's Giannis Antetokounmpo. He's going to have a great player model. If you do decide to play him at the power forward position, I got him at B tier. A card I got one step higher is Hakeem Olajuwon. And you guys, a lot of people don't agree with this. I love Hakeem Olajuwon. I love this card. Gallo based on very quick dribble style. That's all he needs. Defensively, he's absolutely elite. Whether you put him on ball, whether you have him play lanes, it does not matter. Hakeem Olajuwon can do it all. Release, chicken. Defensively, again, can put him on ball, can put him on a center, can switch all. The card is just so complete. If you don't like Hakeem Olajuwon, I think there's something wrong with you. Hero Hakeem is C tier though. I mean, there is a big difference between this Hakeem and the Hero Hakeem Olajuwon. Now, I'll be the first to say it. I still like Hero Hakeem. It's just one of those things. He's not going to be quite as good, right? Stat badge wise, just not nearly as good. Still might feel similar, play similar, but he is at C tier for me. Jalen Duren up next. Now, disclaimer, I don't think I have ever used this card. I don't think there has been one time in which I've used Jalen Duren. Now, here's what you know, okay? Jump shot 94 and very quick. That's the Jermaine O'Neal release. He's got quick dribble style, but all the normal dribble sigs does have the Scotty movement in the back. I just feel like here's the deal with Jalen Duren. He's probably C tier, but I just don't necessarily love the card. That's my opinion on Jalen Duren. I might be completely off, but I'm going to leave him at C tier because I think that's where he belongs. Joel Embiid, 1 tier higher at B tier. Joel Embiid, is he, really good in my team? Yes. And all these B tier, power forwards are really good. The problem for Joel Embiid is that he was an over 20-hour grind for right now, not even a top 10 power forward in my team. That's a problem, especially considering the card came out in June. Look, last year, when did we even get the Endgame Gauntlet kind of grind? That's what I'm wondering because, look, the Gauntlet came out in June and we got like Endgame Invincible Taco. So that's the problem with Joel Embiid. He's not bad. I just feel like, he, for today's game, is just a little bit outclassed by a guy like this. Endgame Kareem Abdul-Jabbar is at S tier. And by far and away, in my opinion, the best power forward in my team. Again, we're not including Taco. We're not including Yao. And so outside of those two, give me Kareem Abdul-Jabbar by a long, long margin. Now, whether you got this Invincible Kareem, whether you got the other Invincible Kareem, the new one, I don't care. Both of them are at A tier. They're still going to have an absolutely incredible player model player build. They're still going to have a decent enough release. Defensively, they're going to be absolutely incredible. And that's what you know about Invincible Reem. You guys don't have to agree with me or like the card, but, you got to respect how good he's going to be on the defensive end of the court. Karl-Anthony Towns up next. As much as it pains me, 2K made this card horrible. 2K made Karl-Anthony Towns absolutely horrible in my team. Absolutely horrible. His release, baited. What else is there to say? This card is horrible, man. Give me Sabonis over him. Give me Boban over him. Give me Bob McAdoo. Give me DeMarcus Boogie Cousins. I don't know what else there is to say. Cat better get an update with Set Shot 25 if 2K wants to make me happy. This card is horrible. KG up next. He's C tier. Right with Anthony Davis. KG's release is not great. Still, he's an invincible card. He's going to do a lot of things on the court really well for you. And because of that, I have to respect him. And I do love KG in general at C tier. Got two Kristaps up next. Both of them are A tier or above. The problem is the Endgame one is going to S tier. Here's what you need to know about Endgame Kristaps. It's weird because at the power forward position, most cards get Set Shot 25. He gets Jump Shot 3. Now, with Jump Shot 3, we know that's what he's got. That's fine. Jump Shot 3, especially in the catch and shoot situation, even off the dribble, it is a really good release, especially on current gen. If you're on current gen, that endgame KP is going to be even better. Now, the Invincible KP, he's basically the same as the endgame KP outside of he has the Brook Lopez base. Now, is it good? It's fine. It's just not nearly as quick as all of the endgame releases in my team. King James up next. I'm sorry for all the King James stands out there. I don't see it. I know he's 6'9", and I gotta put him up here with Ben Wallace, but man, please, please, please do not run LeBron James at the power forward or center position. Please, I'm begging you. There's just other options in my team other than running LeBron James at the power forward or center position. That just does not make sense to me. Mark Eaton up next. He's B tier. Mark Eaton is fine in my team. He is fine. Now, when we get to Ralph Sampson, I'm just going to get to him right now. Where's Ralph? Where's Wreck-It Ralph Sampson? Because a lot of people might not like this. A lot of people like Mark Eaton over Ralph. I'm sorry. Give me Ralph Sampson over Mark Eaton every day of the week. Now, that's not me saying Mark Eaton's bad. That's me saying Mark Eaton's on the level of Bobo, Chet, guys like Invincible Giannis. That's fine. But what I like about Ralph just a little bit more is the jump shot forward. That is a way better release than a guy like Mark Eaton has. He also has way better movement, way better dribble sigs. And in my opinion, it's just the whole package when it comes to that power forward position. If he did have, 65 or even 70 Hall of Famers, he might even be at S tier. That's how much I'm a fan of Wreck-It Ralph Sampson. Mark Williams up next. I'm going C tier. I think it's levels, right? Ralph, for big, tall guys, is A tier. Mark Eaton, B tier. And then Mark Williams is C tier. Now, I like Mark Williams. I actually used this card for a little while. Has that Giannis base. 83 ball is a little bit low for my liking, but his movement is fine. Defense is absolutely elite. And if you do need a budget power forward, Mark Eaton might be a solid option for you. Mo Bamba is horrible in my team. I mean, especially if you're on next gen, Bamba is horrible. Here's what I would say. If you're on next gen, Bamba is F tier. If you're on current gen, he's D tier. So I'm putting him in F tier. Look, if you love Mo Bamba, do what you guys have got to do. I'm just saying. There are so many other better options at the power forward position, and I'd rather have everybody at D tier over a guy like Mo Bamba. Moses Malone is fine, though. I mean, I'm not taking any Moses Malone slander. Now, I'm saying he's fine. Does that mean he is C tier? No, he's probably D tier still to this day. Draft reward, if you got him for free, he is still playable. I mean, there's really no flaws in the card. C tier is gassing Moses Malone up pretty high, though. Another card I really do not like is Miles Turner. And you might be able to argue Miles Turner is a little bit better than Cat, but can you really? I don't think so. I do not think so. Miles Turner's not good in my team. You guys, if you disagree, go watch my gameplay with Miles Turner, which I was absolutely horrible. He can shoot the ball, but look at his defense. I mean, it is not great through and through, and even his release is on the slower side of things. Miles Turner at F tier. Nate Thurmond is better than these guys at F tier. He's D tier. The problem with Nate Thurmond is he's just becoming a little bit outdated, a little bit outclassed, considering he came out nearly through May, June. I got my months mixed up. He came out 2 months ago. But still, I mean, you look at this card compared to the card we just looked at in Miles Turner. Nate Thurmond is a way more complete card than Miles Turner. It's not even remotely close. Honestly, I'm putting Nate Thurmond in C tier. I think he's that good. I think Nate Thurmond is 2 stages above a guy like Miles Turner. Nate Thurmond is really good in my team. Banchero up next is B tier. I'm not taking any Banchero slander, and I don't even run this card, but his player model is elite. His release, really solid. His movement, good enough. Normal size up is weird, but his movement is good enough. Defensively, absolutely elite, and he's just a really solid two-way player. What I really like about Banchero is his player model. That is where it all starts and ends for the card. Pau Gasol Invincible card up next. And I know there's going to be some people that love this card. But why? I mean, set shot 16 on very quick shifty dribble style. Pau Gasol is horrible. I'm not listening to you guys. I mean, how are we going to put Bill Russell in F tier and Pau Gasol any higher than D tier? I mean, that doesn't make sense to me. Now, who's the better overall card? I don't know between these two cards. I really don't know. And because of that, maybe I'll move Bill Russell up to D tier. He's got to be at the same tier as Pau Gasol. It's that simple. Big Shaq up next. He's going S tier. I have a love-hate relationship with Shaq. Some days I'll use the card and be like, this card is horrible. Give me Ralph Sampson. And then there will be days like yesterday in which I did use Shaq and I had some good success with the card. So it's just hard for me and Shaq with my love and hate relationship. But overall, to say he's any lower than S tier would be absolutely disrespectful. We got 2 cards left. Invincible Tim Duncan. C tier? I mean, his release is better than Pau's. It's better than a guy like Bill Russell's. I mean, but... Sorry, jump shot 38 is not great. It's better than Pau's and Bill's, but it's not any better than a guy like AD. Tim Duncan C tier, but that's all you can go with Tim Duncan. Last, certainly not least, we got Will Chamberlain in A tier. So, here's the debate, okay? Here's the debate. Why would I put Will Chamberlain in the likes of Kareem, Dirk, KP, and Shaq when his release is not even close to being as good as them? Now, defensively, I get it. Wilt might be the best outside of Kareem with all of them. But when it's said and done, do I prefer Wilt or a guy like Invincible KP? Do I prefer Wilt or a guy like Ralph? Or do I prefer Wilt over a guy like AD and Ben? And that is when things get really tough for me, because I don't know if I can answer that question. Right now, I think I would lean KP up in S tier, but I don't know for sure. So I'm going to ask you guys down below in the comments. Who do you guys think deserves that last S tier spot? I'll let you guys be the deciding factor. Comment with the most likes is our 5th player at S tier. And that is going to wrap it up for our video today, guys. Hopefully each and every guys did enjoy it. Drop a like on the video, subscribe if you are new, and as always, man, I love you guys. Have a blessed day.